Good morning, patriots and freedom-loving Americans. We are going to come to our conclusion today in the George Floyd case. And picking up where we left off, we watched George Floyd die. And it's time to determine what actually happened. Shortly after his death, the county medical examiner, Andrew Baker, did an autopsy of the body. And on May 29th, 2020, prosecutors summarized what he'd been finding, that there were no signs of asphyxia or strangulation on George Floyd. And this is clear from the other body cams of Derek Chauvin using the kneeling technique, the same one that he did on George Floyd, on different people. And again, in the last video, I linked those body cam footages so that you can see it. However, shortly after, a man by the name of Roger Mitchell, a very prominent pathologist in D.C., and also a author about systemic racism and police brutality, phoned Andrew Baker. And on June 1st, when the full autopsy came out, suddenly he had changed his mind about the actual cause of death and instead labeled it a homicide. People on Derek Chauvin's side believe, and they say that they have good evidence, and this is going to trial, that Andrew Baker was pressured by Roger Mitchell to change the results of the autopsy on a threat to lose his position. But it seems clear to me, I'm going to go with the original findings, that Derek Chauvin did not kill George Floyd. George Floyd had found lethal doses of fentanyl in his system. He had severe coronary artery disease and an enlarged heart. He was likely having a heart attack. That is what the county medical examiner said was going on. And remember, he was saying, "I can't breathe, I'm choking, and I'm dying," before he was even on the ground. And that the clear answer is the original answer from the original autopsy before it was mysteriously changed on the 1st of June. Also during that time, between the original findings coming out and the change in the autopsy, were massive protests. And the United States would go down to have one of its worst summers of riots. Many people would die over this incident. Derek Chauvin is not innocent either. He shouldn't have used that knee technique for so long. It was an illegal knee technique. It caused George Floyd great pain in his death. He didn't show particular regard for figuring out what was wrong with George Floyd. He seemed intent on maintaining control of the situation and refused to change strategy. He was wrong in that regard. However, there is not enough evidence that he killed George Floyd, and I think it's pretty clear that he didn't. But sad things like this happen, and I don't think this was a malicious murder. No one openly murders somebody, 3 officers in broad daylight, and I don't think it's paramount to police brutality by cops against blacks. I gave the statistic that the year before, 14 unarmed black men were shot by cops, but 15 cops were shot by black men and killed. And I do not think that there is a systemic racism or police brutality epidemic in the U.S. That will be an investigation for another time. But in this particular incident, the cop, Derek Chauvin, was not innocent. He was wrong on many counts, mishandled the situation. But I believe George Floyd died of a drug overdose and a heart attack, which is consistent with the original autopsy findings. But I encourage you to investigate the situation yourself and come to your own conclusions. Thank you. We got Brode here again.
Hello, guys.
By popular demand, he had to come back.
Popular demand.
Thank
you, guys. That was awesome.
We have to talk about if the Beatles are the greatest band of all time, which they definitely are.
Okay. from music standpoint,
Yeah.
I could say they're probably the most influential.
Okay, that's further than you
I
was.
I will,
a
I
couple
will
years
give
ago.
them benefit of the doubt. They have a couple good songs.
A couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just not my style. You know what I mean? I like a little distortion in there.
You like a little harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could say Ozzy Osbourne, he look at the Beatles, like, you know,
Yeah.
the whole reason why everything kind of became the thing. Now, is it a little weird how they dress and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, who?
All of them.
Yeah, sure.
They're pretty weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when they took acid. Like, you could tell when they took acid.
Yeah, the sound changed. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
But, you know, I think it was a very pivotal point. Because, I mean, I like the song All My Life.
In My Life?
Is it In My Life?
Yeah, I think so.
That song.
It's a good song.
It's a really good song.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You like Nirvana.
I do like Nirvana.
Nirvana sucks.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're like liberal and gay and feminist.
I wouldn't say that.
They kind of are.
Would you say that?
Kurt Cobain, if you look at his quotes and stuff,
I think he's just very punk. You know what I mean? He's
Punk
very
is like
punk influence.
more like cool and like rebellious. He was like a weirdo. That like, I don't know.
But that was like kind of all of the 90s.
Well, not all of the 90s.
That was most of them.
You know what was good in the 90s was Spin Doctors.
What?
Spin Doctors.
What's that?
1, 2, Prince's kneel before you.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, dude.
I'm good, man.
That's, you don't like that song?
No.
Why?
That's horrible.
That's
horrible.
horrible.
It's a horrible song.
That song is so good.
No.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, I could, like, look, the Beatles, I can give the benefit of the doubt, right? Like,
Yeah.
they were influential, you know?
Yeah.
For their time, they were, like, because they got out
Sure.
right off of World War II, there they were.
What? your timeline is a little...
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought the Europeans were, like, they're still kind of regrouping after World
That's
War II.
true. It was, like,
right?
what, 15
50.
or 15 years after World War II?
Yeah, kind of like in the 50s.
Yeah.
But they were kind of still, like, coming back.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's what Ozzy said. He was like, everyone was still all, you know, depressed from World War II.
Right.
And then here they come. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like, you could say that, you know, they helped a generation of British people.
Yeah, cheer up, you know, singing, I want to hold your hand and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, Nirvana has a song called Rape Me.
Okay.
It's kind of a...
Okay, it is an
Fucked up.
anti-rape song. He's even said that is an anti-rape song.
Why are they even singing about rape? I don't know. I just don't get it.
If you listen to the lyrics, it's like "rape me, my friend." You know what I mean?
No,
It's a weird.
I really don't.
It's a weird mix. I think it was just more that shock value.
Yeah.
It was more
yeah.
like to be like, look at this, and people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
But he wasn't meaning it like actually rape me.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, I think it was a play on words.
Sure.
Being like, you know, be my friend or something in a bad way. I don't know.
I do not
I
understand
couldn't
these
tell
guys. Didn't Ozzy like take a bite out of a gerbil, or was it a
Or a
possum?
bat.
A bat. Oh yeah, it was a head. The bat's head.
I think someone threw it on stage,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh," and then you know, I think just drunk out of his mouth, "Argh!" And he thought it was a fake one, and then he felt like just it was warm, and he's like, "Hold on," and then you know he had to play the part.
I would have stopped the show and like throw up like a couple times. You know.
That's metal.
I guess.
That's rock, man. That's
Yeah.
heavy rock.
Let me put it this way, for my audience, you know, what do you think kind of music the nation's kids should listen to in the future? Like, what should be known? Like, when you look at America, what should we be listening to?
Shouldn't be country.
Shouldn't be?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because country sucks.
Bro, you're gonna piss off a lot of these guys.
I don't care. Listen, like even the country, I like a little bit of older country.
Sure, Hank
Like-
Williams and stuff.
Yeah, like Buck Owens.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean, I like
Yeah.
Buck Owens. You know, just I like kind of that stuff. That's not bad, but the new stuff sucks.
No, I agree.
Why would you want America to be this? Is it even country?
It's kind of like pop.
I would say more pop.
Yeah, right.
So you could probably say country pop, but even then, just because there's an acoustic guitar doesn't make it country.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of grunge bands in the 90s, they played a lot of acoustic. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. That's
so, does that mean they're country? No.
No.
No, I mean, so just because they have an acoustic guitar and a little harmonica.
They don't even use a harmonica anymore, I don't think, do they? Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Just stuff that country, like, is kind of stereotypical for. Just because you use that doesn't mean. Post Malone, really?
Oh, hell no. Yeah, no.
He's not a country artist.
Yeah. He's a joke. He's an embarrassment, in my opinion.
I haven't heard much about him.
Yeah. He's not a bad dude, but like he's like a white dude that wants to be black, I feel like.
You think so?
Yeah. That's the vibe I get. But what kind of music do you want people to think that's America?
To think that's America, probably 70s, like weird psychedelic.
Well, I mean genre-wise, like
rock.
Now, just rock,
like
hard rock,
like heavy metal, like metal. You could say metal, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I say as a country, we made pretty heavy stuff.
Hey, yeah,
you know
that's true.
We have Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax. Yeah.
Are they really promoting like family values and?
No. No, but you know, like it's just cool.
Yeah, but we're based and we're trash.
It teaches you how to be cool. Okay.
What is cool, man?
To. You know, have fun. Have fun.
Smoke a little here and there.
Get drunk.
Yeah.
You know, at the age of 16.
Yeah.
Let your hair loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun.
I think this guy is a social liberal, fiscally conservative. That's what I'd say.
Social liberal, what?
You're like, you're not like socially conservative, but you're like fiscally, money-wise, conservative.
Money, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But you're like... You're not socially conservative.
Well, like I said, I'm like in the middle.
Okay,
you know
so independent kind of.
Yeah, I'm like an independent.
Yeah.
So I agree with some left values, and I agree with right. I know. I like. There's a lot of things that like I don't agree with the weed thing that the right says about it. I understand why it's federally illegal.
I don't think it should be federally illegal, by the way. So, go ahead.
But Mr. Martin, our teacher, his dad worked for the DEA.
Oh.
Right? The drug.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And he said, because Mr. Martin even asked, I don't know, as a wee little kid, why isn't marijuana illegal? You know? And they were like, he was like, son, if we legalize that, then we have to legalize the next thing. And the next thing, because people are just always going to ask for the next thing.
Sure.
No one's ever going to be like, ever.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's always going to be one person like, you should legalize heroin. Should we? No. You know what I mean? I don't want to see people track marks all over them from needles. I don't want to see that, like, at a bar. How you doing?
Yeah,
I'm great. I don't, we don't want that.
Yeah, I think with the marijuana thing, I think it should be left up to the states, to decide whatever. But even like if I was governor of Washington and I was like trying to influence the law, I would want it to be like, hey, you can use whatever you want in your own home. Just it shouldn't be out on the streets. You know what I mean?
So, do you think that would stop like kind of the drug dealing going on? Do you think more businesses would open up because of that? Like, if you say, you guys can do anything, kind of like Oregon, right?
Sure.
Oregon's kind of like everything you can do, right? They just allowed it on the streets, and everything's okay on the street.
And that's horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Walking Dead out there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's why, I used to want to live in Oregon, because I thought it was a very pretty place. I was like, I really love everything about it. It's rainy, it's got pine everywhere, you know, like it's just a beautiful place. I just always loved
grunge.
You could say, I'd say Washington's more, that's what they're known for, you know what I mean? Seattle. Seattle, just that grunge movement.
Yeah.
But, I always thought it was a very beautiful place. Even like going to Portland for just checking it out, like there's some pretty parts of Portland.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially like how they let nature kind of do its thing there.
Oh yeah.
It's surprising for like a city, like they let like the moss grow all over. You know,
And
it's
cool.
very,
It's aesthetic.
it's very natural. And like I just was like, wow, this is really cool. Now, was I being yelled at by a homeless guy? Yes. You know, like it's just you just get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to get used to that.
Yeah.
Like I would love to live in Oregon, but they're just so taxed. It's absolutely miserable to be there. And you know,
Yeah.
I would love to live there if things start fixing up. You know what I mean?
Doesn't look like it really, does it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, the drug thing, I think being it on the streets and it's very, like, it hurts social order, it hurts kids when they see things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's unpleasant, makes the city dirty. Like, no one wants to go there. It's not the America that we should be, you know what I mean? But
it's a bad representation.
yeah. I say, you know, like, use what you want in your own home. It's your property. But the minute you are out here on the street using
legal.
shit,
It's illegal.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just like public intoxication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can drink in your home.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? What if a dude like shoving needles up his ass and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? The fuck, you do you, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Just don't bring it near me.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just, you know, with what is happening with heroin, crack, cocaine, all these drugs that are still crazy, and fentanyl, that's even worse.
Horrible.
You know what I mean? I think it's just so many people have lost their lives, you know, just trying to get that high.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, because I feel like people would do it at their homes. Just like alcoholism, people are alcoholics and then they lose their home, but they're still alcoholics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it would still reach the streets, sadly, you know?
Yeah, I think they should be really harsh on it when it reaches the streets, though. You know, like if I was mayor of Portland, I'd have them round up, you know, all these drug dealers and, you know, put them in jail, and then from there forcibly enroll them in some private mental health institutions.
I think we should have like a therapy in prison.
Yeah.
I think that's my kind of look on it.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I think a lot of people do need help.
Yeah.
And just throwing them in a cell and just
No.
hoping that it doesn't work.
No.
And especially with what's going on in America with the drug use and everything, we're just filling our prisons up. You know what I mean? It's still at like, they're all cramped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're still just trying to find places to put people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's not much we can do unless some laws will be changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
I think we could reform our prisons a lot, because they're not super effective.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
think
a lot that we should do.
Yeah.
I don't believe in private prisons. I think that's a whole joke within itself.
Sure,
You
I
know what
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just so crooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't agree, because they can do their own thing just because it's private.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
I don't
yeah.
agree with that. I think
Should be state run.
yeah, federal. Well,
Oh, not
Did
federal.
you not say federal?
No. It's better when you know Washington, Oregon, California, they get to decide
Kind
what
of
they
have their own
want to do.
thing.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that, because then it gives more,
Variety, and then we see which prisons work the best.
That's
know?
true.
Yeah.
And then what if then we see what one person's doing better at, right?
Yeah.
Would we just go to that, you'd say? Or do you think just however the prisons want to be?
I think however each state wants to run theirs, and then because when you get federal prisons, it's going to be one way, and they won't change their mind, and that tends to happen a lot. But yeah, I totally agree. Private prisons never made sense to me, because prisons are being punished by the state, but then they're being punished by private citizens.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
It's the weirdest thing. I
Yeah,
don't agree with it.
yeah.
I don't think anyone should just own people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what?
It's basically owning people.
Yeah.
You know, like it's it's almost like a hotel but worse.
Yeah, it's like
You know,
slavery hotel.
Kinda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I don't know. I just think that should be out.
Yeah.
But there's not much you can do.
And I mean, you got to say, a lot of back to the rock thing, a lot of those songs encourage drugs, right?
Yes and no.
Okay, explain.
I think a lot of people go off of their drug use and sing off their drug use, like,
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
you know what I mean? And I think they paint it in a bad light.
Some of them do, right?
Some of them.
Some of them are
You
like
like
all in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's even some Beatles songs. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's Beatles songs that talk about drugs. I know they
It
were
was
on
hinting
drugs.
towards it.
They give you the whole bullshit of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. That's not LSD.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's from his kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you could say there's some things where it's like they were definitely hinting. At least some lyrics.
Do you have a specifics? I don't have.
I couldn't tell you
off top
the
of my head.
specific, but I feel like every band has done that.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. But like the Beatles, most of their songs are about love, and they're not.
Right.
They're very family friendly compared to
could
what
say
came
so.
on later. You know what I mean?
So. But I don't know. It's just stuff like not every Nirvana song is about drugs.
No, I
You
know.
know what I
There's
mean?
some good ones too.
Like you could Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
There was a song literally about heroin withdrawals, and like how it's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's other songs like where people sing about like Queens of the Stone Age, I think it is. He made a song like after he OD'd, and it was about that.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of like it made him, like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then made that song, and then yeah.
And like Stained too. It's been a while.
Mhm.
It's talking about addiction
Yeah.
in a bad light. So
I think
I'm totally pro that.
yeah, there's some artists that like are going through it, and they're like, this is not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people that are going through it, they're not happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not happy that they're doing something, bad for them. But it's just to get that high.
Right.
And, I think a lot of people don't understand that. It's like they've never done it, so they're like, why would you ever do that? You should just quit now. It's not just like, I'm done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
This shit's like, I gotta do it now.
Serious shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check into a drug rehabilitation center.
Mhm.
And I know people that have been, in drug rehabilitation centers, so
Big time.
I'm not callous to it.
I mean, like, I just have a lot of people that were close that are addicted to things.
Sure.
It's so common. And all the stuff that's legal is even worse, you could say. You know what I mean? Like, alcohol is the one where if you have withdrawals, you can die.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only, I think it's the only one that if you have serious withdrawals from it.
Isn't it heroin too? Withdrawals you can die.
Mm-mm.
Really?
You want to die. It's absolutely miserable. Like, you're shitting yourself, you're cold.
Yeah.
You're fucking like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you feel like you're about to die, but, like...
Are you sure that heroin isn't? Okay. I
my
thought so.
brother, he was a heroin addict.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
was just pills.
He was pills and then heroin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It goes in, like, tracks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you learn from, you know what I mean? You gotta learn
True.
from people around you.
Yeah.
Like I know people where, like, they did coke, and they're like, do you like your teeth? I was like, yeah. They're like, do you like breathing? Yeah. Then don't do coke. I was like, okay.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's so many, and it's not like you just go and, oh wow, there's just a pile of coke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
more like, hey man, you want to come with us? Huh? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like,
Really?
I was at a party, right? Little me and a partier. We could really
Yeah.
dive into that.
Yeah.
I was a real party child. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I was having fun. I think it was like junior, sophomore year.
Okay.
I was
the
having-
lost years
I was
of Brody.
having fun. You could tell my schooling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grades were tanking.
Yeah.
But it got me by, right?
Yeah.
Just enough to get by.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was fucked up. I was really drunk. Like, it was super duper drunk.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to go to sleep. Like, I was just like, oh man, I'm in this room by myself. Boom! Spotlight hits me. I'm like, oh fuck. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on, right? I'm like, oh, everything's spinning. I'm like, what's going on? And there's just this group of people I don't know walk in. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'm
like,
done.
what's going on? I was like, I can get out of here. Like, I started getting up and trying to walk out. And this guy's like, no, you're good, man. I was like, okay. And he's like, hey, you want to do coke? I was like, I like my nose. You know what I mean? And he's like, good for you. And I was like, all right. And he's like, we'll head out, man. Just, you go to sleep. I was like, thank you, guys.
Oh, that's nice.
Appreciate it. I really lucked out.
Yeah.
They could have been like, come on, man.
And you would have been like, fine.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. Coke, meth, crack, heroin. A lot of those serious drugs scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop you right there because I got to get to work.
Oh.
But,
well, thank you for having me on your show.
This bum, I pulled him off the street. I have a job. No, he does too.
Yeah, I have a job.
Go to Arctic Circle, Nob Hill and 40th. Is that where it is? Right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really know.
Yeah. Country music is the music of the future. Not the shitty new ones, but the old songs. Because it's American.
I don't think so.
And they believe in God.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that, but I don't think it's going to be the future.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, that's old people music.
All right. Well, we'll have you back another time.
Right on,
and,
man.
Finish this. Sorry, I had to cut you off.
Don't even worry.
Giving us such interesting insights on drugs.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's just how it is sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.